Primetime, featuring Joe C.,
Why in the world am I sitting back and being quiet about this?
Matt Hayes,
Oh, my God, this is ridiculous.
and Leon Searcy.
If you can't hang with the big dogs, stay on the porch.
How you like me now? How you like me now?
Noon hour is hit. Tuesday of your work week. Welcome in, XL Primetime. Cranking it out after a thriller. A double overtime thriller last night. Western Conference Finals with San Antonio and OKC locking up. And this is the time, if you are a NBA playoff fan, check that box. Leon, are you in?
I'm not, but I did watch first time.
You're not even. You wouldn't even categorize yourself as an NBA playoff fan?
No. Well,
Okay.
Well, first time all year I watched the whole game.
Oh, okay.
It was intriguing. It was invigorating.
Uh-huh.
It was enlightening. It was entertainment. It started too late, by the way. 8:30. It was a little
8:37 actually.
Yeah.
8:30.
I made sure to check.
Exactly.
Whatever.
But it kept me engaged, though.
Listen,
I watched the
we're
whole
lucky
2 games.
that these aren't like actual West Coast teams because those tip-off times are even crazier.
So, yeah,
That's definitely the problem with the NBA playoffs. So
Yeah.
when you get to the conference finals and the final, they start too late.
9 o'clock every finals
Yeah.
game, pretty much.
Yeah.
yeah, and I always
You guys are babies.
Yeah, I
Come on.
always stump for the West Coast. Like the West Coast, think about that cat that's trying to
You're
get
at
his job.
work.
He's trying to get his job done, and at 3:30, he's got to I got a little bit
Yeah,
of a
Listen,
headache.
JJ, I need my warm milk and milk toast at night, okay?
Yeah.
A lot of those folks are watching it during happy hour, and so obviously television wants to get as many eyeballs on it as possible. So I get it.
What is the best time zone for a sports fan?
East.
I'll just admit, being out on the West Coast for Monday Night Football for happy hour was pretty dang cool.
But because you're on vacation.
Yeah.
Like, think about if, like you just said, if you're
Yeah.
a working man,
Yeah.
it sucks.
You're hustling to get to the sports bar by 5:30 or get home or whatever. I think it does. It probably sets up well for sports bars to where they can get people hustling in there.
No, because here's the problem. Like, I've been to Vegas many times,
Yeah.
and it's always like when you're in the sports book or bar or whatever, the games are over at 10. And then you're like,
True.
okay, when's the next game?
True.
No, it's over.
Yeah.
Night's
that part
done.
I get.
So I lived in Central Time Zone for 2 years. Central
St. Louis.
is where it's at. Yeah,
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes it's only an hour
Yeah.
different from here. Okay.
it's good because you wake up and college football's on at 11,
Mm-hmm.
so that's immediate. The NFL games are on at noon, which is awesome.
Yeah.
College game day is 9 a.m. instead of
No, it's
or
8 a.m.
8 a.m. instead of 9 a.m.
Yeah.
And so the other part of it, like say if the London game,
Oh,
that-
jeez.
yeah, this is what California deals with all the time. We're gonna have a 9:30 start, whereas out there it's a 10 a.m. NFL kick, which is just crazy.
Getting in the way of my Jesus time
yeah,
at church.
yeah, you got to go to church and then
Wait,
kind
if we have a 9:30 kick out in
6:30.
California, 6:30.
yeah.
But he's
I'm
just
saying
saying
for a
in
regular
general.
NFL
yeah,
Sunday.
yeah.
It's a 10 a.m. start out there, generally speaking, and then they put these London games in, and you're right, a 6:30 wake up call out there. That's a bloody.
Cannot get into my Jesus time.
Yeah,
No.
No.
yeah, no. And so last night,
Because I've been sinning all week.
Backsliders. I'm saying you'll backslide. I want to go repent on Sunday.
Yeah. What is
That's what
it?
it's all about. We're all broken, Leon. We're all sinners.
One of those
okay?
Luke Bryan songs.
That's
I
why
need to
we're
think.
Christians.
I need to think of the lyric, but you cuss on them Mondays, you go to church on them Sundays.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Luke Bryan, one of the CMA Fest performers that I'm looking forward to in a couple of weeks.
I didn't know you were such a CMA fan, an award show guy.
Well, it's not the awards; it's the CMA Fest.
Oh, sorry.
And so remember, I was a groupie, a roadie
Oh, yeah.
last year, and so not a groupie, a roadie, and so I worked the stage with the son-in-law, and so he kind of gave me a little bit of a.
Are you going back?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
Kind of gave me a little bit of a snapshot of what it's going to look like. And Luke Bryan's one of the performers that'll be there.
So do you have like, is your task maybe a little bit more important than last year? Like, are they slowly
here's what they
working
did.
you into
Like,
being an
there's-
important part of the show?
There's one dude, like Coop runs the sound.
Are you a gaffer? Is that what you are?
Oh yeah, I'm a right there stage.
No, I mean, like, in the
Yes.
credits is going to say gaffer, Joe
Yeah,
Coward.
maybe stage side. I'm clearing the stage, getting it ready for the next one, setting up mics, keyboards, drums, the whole deal.
That might be your new nickname now, the gaffer.
The gaffer.
That's
I like it.
fine.
Yeah.
I will lug guitars. I cleared the stage, maybe slug some whiskey after
wait a minute,
Rainey
you're doing
Wilson
some-
had some of it.
You're doing some serious work, bro.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
And
For
I
the
needed
love
to
of the
pass the
game.
test. I needed to pass the test that I could haul keyboards out,
Okay.
which was like a $8,000 keyboard or whatever.
I was
and
gonna
they're
say, don't be afraid to like misplace one of those Telecasters, okay?
yeah.
Don't be afraid to do that.
Walk Blake Shelton's guitars and all them out to the bus and
Wow,
everything
that's
like that.
sick.
So it was cool. It was very cool. And so they said, I think at least right now, I believe it'll be Shabuzi, Jelly Roll, Blake, Luke Bryan, a handful of those. So I'm fired up for it. It'll be cool. Ella Langley. Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
She's like the new thing.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. So last night, I didn't mind it at all, Big Sirs, because around 10:30, 11 o'clock is when it really started to heat up. There was the second half of that fourth quarter where San Antonio they could not score a point. They were stuck on, 91 forever. And that's how OKC just clawed their way back in that bad boy. And then we'll get into it a little bit later on, but a 3-pointer from a 7'6" or 7'7" guy from that distance.
Wemby's a problem. He's an absolute problem.
gosh.
JJ was talking about it, off the air, where his presence just disrupts everything as far as defensively. His arm length, guys are scared to lay up, shoot mid range jumpers.
Yeah.
Come in the lane because he's 7'6", bro.
Yeah.
And he's just swatting at everything. I think he only had 3 blocks.
He doesn't have to have a lot,
but
because,
he
like you
affects
said,
the
his
game.
presence.
Yeah, he affects the game.
The Jalen Williams block was massive. He got kind of out of control, giraffe looking, when he had the one foul against SGA, and that was 5 minutes to go in the fourth, something like that. And you're thinking they were starting to rough him up. One of my dudes, Hart Butler, I call him A to the B, and he is a diehard Spurs fan, and he was just as nervous as could be going into that game last night. And they started to rough up Wemby a little bit, and you're thinking, no, that dude got the last word.
Yeah, he did, but that's the only way you have really had a chance against him, bro. You got to make him work. He's so long. He's so lengthy.
Get him off his spot if anything.
Yeah, man. You got to bang him.
But they
long.
drew up like a perfect play at the end.
Yeah.
I believe it was regulation.
That was in the
maybe,
regulation with
where
3 seconds to go.
He's standing in the corner because he's having to guard a 3 from Chet potentially, which is crazy when you see Chet, who's like a tall, lanky center guy.
Yeah.
But he looks like a midget out there compared to Wemby.
What is
it's
he, like
crazy.
7'1"?
7'1",
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, something like that.
But he looks so small out there.
And he did block. What was that? Was that the end of regulation? He did block that shot.
Yeah, he's a great player. But they had to have him stand in the corner to guard the potential 3 from Chet, which caused SGA to be able they almost were like baiting him to come to the lane when SGA was going and driving so that he could kick it out for the 3. But listen, SGA getting that MVP award on the court right before the game really fired Wemby up.
Yeah, you wonder where motivation comes from?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's what do we always say? That's your fuel.
That's your fuel. You're always looking for a chip.
They give you the FU, you turn it into FUEL.
And the
that's what they
MVP
did.
was absolutely terrible to start the game. Like, he was one of whatever. If it wasn't for Caruso, they would have had no freaking chance in that game. They started 1 of 10, and he was like 4 of 6 with 3 threes to start the game. He was everything for them.
I know, like, every Laker fan out there is like, where was this, bro?
Well, he won them a title.
Yeah, he did. He did.
In the bubble, right?
Yeah, in the bubble, the 60-gamer.
Oh.
Still got it. It counts.
The Disney title.
But, yeah, he did go off last night when they needed him to, like JJ's saying. All right, so anyway, we're going to talk about the association coming up here in just a second. Wemby matched a couple of records that, honestly, we're talking the tip top of performers in the game over the years, and he matched a couple of them that we will get into a little bit later on. Now, we got some Jaguar talk, looking at positional battles. You got OTAs that are coming up. We'll get into that. But the college football playoff is also top of mind because of all the chatter that surrounds the 16 v 24 and all this stuff that's going on. Big Ten meetings start when, Matt, tomorrow?
They started yesterday.
Started yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay, so they run yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Correct.
And so tomorrow they'll get the vote, which we already know what the vote will be.
Well, they don't have a vote. I mean, they're at 24. They're the group that just started it all out.
Yeah, right. So they don't even need a formal vote?
No.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So, but anyway, it's all out there right now, just talking about what's going on with that. So we'll get into some college football talk as we go along today, because this is the time when you start to size up what you got, what you don't got. They did the SEC Network last night, the 30-minute special of the Gators coming out of spring ball. And Summerall said all the things that you expect a new head coach to say. Vernell Brown looked like an inspired leader. Gator fans got to be pretty fired up. I'm looking at some of the receiving tandems that are out there, and they don't even mention Vernell Brown. Like one of them mentioned Singleton and Wilson as the top two.
That's their two starters.
Yeah. But VB3's got to be hungry about that, wouldn't you say?
I mean, Singleton's a really good player.
Yes.
Just
Where
because
is he from?
He's originally from Georgia Tech, but he went to Auburn last year and he went into the Dolt Hugh Freeze's bad offense, just like Cam Coleman, who spent 2 years in that bad offense.
Well, we were able to see him even through the crap offense.
Dude,
we saw how good Cam Coleman is.
Where do you see Cam Coleman this year at Texas?
Yeah.
God,
so we'll look at those wide receiver duos that are out there, because you guys were mentioning Malachi yesterday, and Miami, obviously, he is held in high regard. So we'll talk about a few of the other ones that are out there as we go along today. All sorts of things to get into. Brendan Sorsby, we got to touch on him coming up here in just a second, along with the game last night. So we will do that. It is XL Primetime. You guys jump in, 641-1010. Hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. And if you want to get in on that NBA game from last night, just give us your thoughts on how big was Wemby's performance if you are an NBA fan. Do it right here on XLP.
XL Primetime, driven by Big Number 1 Duval Ford, elite service for elite companies.
1010XL.
Anybody hear that?
1010XL.
Fairly alarmed here. It's a
1010XL.
David Lane here, and once again, I'm happy to share news of my success with back and knee surgeries at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. Whatever it is that's bothering you, take it from me. Simply set an appointment today at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists and let them help you get back to normal life. I'm certainly glad I did.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
When you want to know what's happening in Gainesville, roll with the Gator Report. I'm Joe C. Listen for updates on Florida Gator athletics several times a week on 1010XL. Built by Cash Building Material. Windows and doors done right.
Go, Gator!
Frank Frangie here. When you're inside the Kuhn Flowers showroom, you'll find a wide array of gift ideas that will take care of any gift-giving situation. Spend a few minutes there and you'll see for yourself. That's Kuhn Flowers on Beach Boulevard.
Renovations are underway at the golf club at Southampton, but that doesn't mean you still can't come out and hone your game. The practice facility is open Tuesday through Sunday with a great membership offer to work on your game year-round. Log on to golfsouthampton.com or check out their Facebook page. Work on your tee game, iron play, shots around the green, and of course your putting. It's all there and a great way to stay fresh until they unveil fresh new greens in October. Check it all out at the golf club at Southampton. Call 287-PLAY.
Don't ignore plumbing leaks. They can lead to mold and mildew or structural damage and drain your wallet. So when you have a leak and can't wait a week, call Roland Reich Plumbing. PlumbingJacksonville.com.
Keeping kids active is a full-time job for parents. Look no further, though, than I-9 Sports, covering Duval, St. John's, and Clay to get your youngster in the game. Summer and fall registration open right now for flag football, soccer, t-ball, and basketball, plus girls volleyball at UNF and Bishop Snyder. Fields and gyms all over the First Coast, including Fort Family Field. And the best thing is, I-9 Sports offers sports year-round, so kids can always find a sport to play. i9sports.com. Enter 1010 in the promo code for a discount.
If you are an experienced electrician looking for your next big opportunity, look no further than the Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller Electric, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering you the chance to showcase your skills on a grand scale. We believe in rewarding hard work with the best pay, top-notch benefits, and an unbeatable culture where people all actually care about each other. Take your career to new heights with Miller Electric Company. Apply today at millercareers.com. Miller Electric, an equal opportunity employer.
Brian and Angela Wall here with Window World. By now, everyone has heard about saving money on their energy bills. There are all sorts of things you can do to cut energy costs, but most people don't think about their windows.
But Window World knows that the biggest energy loss in almost every home is the windows. There is more energy loss from old builder-grade windows than just about anything else in your home.
You can upgrade your heating and air, your appliances. That's good too. But before you do all that, upgrade your windows to Window World's energy-efficient windows.
Window World's windows are easy to clean, energy efficient, and have the best guarantee in the business.
Window World's slogan is simply the best for less, and we mean it. You get great American-made windows, and you get to keep more of your money when you buy from Window World. Need any more reasons to buy your windows from Window World? Call them today and set up your free in-home estimate, or go online to windowworldneflorida.com. Window World, simply the best for less. Thank you for your business.
Window World also offers energy-efficient doors.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Who lit it up last night? Brought to you by American-Electrical.com.
Spurs got numbers hungry down behind the plate. 5-on-4. Wemby's going to pull a deep three.
Oh my goodness. A logo shot.
28-footer. Ties it at 108. Timeout. Thunder. Castle. Lobbing. Wembanyama. He's unbelievable, folks. He's unbelievable.
I don't think like Mike Tirico is never, ever, ever at a loss for words. But when you saw Victor Wembanyama, and they all immediately said from Steph distance, from Steph range, that was a 38-foot 3-point shot.
What's the college announcer? What's the college announcer?
Yes.
The college announcer that says onions. Raftery.
Oh, onions. Yeah, Bill Raftery.
The onions.
Yeah.
To make that shot.
Better believe
like
it.
25 seconds left to just even take that.
Yeah, and he had the perfect arc. Now, the benefit of 25 seconds is massive in the NBA, but still. And they're like, you know what? I'm just not going to I'm going to send a statement to you guys. I can score from anywhere, which is pretty damn special when you think about it. So we mentioned the numbers, 40-plus points and 24 rebounds, 41 and 24. At 22 years of age, the only other guy that's ever done that is Wilt Chamberlain. And when you think about it, he also had a piece of NBA history. This is the first champ conference finals that he has started in. And he goes out and pumps 41 and rebounds 24 shots.
Against the team that is the best team over the last 2 years, the odds-on favorite to win again. Like, they just ran through the regular season. But I know, like, nobody watches the NBA regular season, as they shouldn't, because the product is terrible right now. And that's coming from somebody who has the league pass.
And you are, you're an NBA fan.
They have played 5 times in the regular season this year. Spurs won 4.
Yeah.
The Spurs have owned OKC. And I wasn't sure if it was going to stay like that going into the playoffs, but man, I can't see OKC winning the series now. It's crazy to say that. It was overtime. They could have won, but like still to go in there in game 1 and do that.
Bro, they sent a message like nothing's changed.
Yeah.
That's the message you send when you go in their house in the playoffs, they're defending champs, and you beat them the way you beat them in double overtime.
Yeah.
Nothing's changed.
It's a head shaker for the OKC side of this, and they're sitting there trying to figure out how do we crack this code, because this guy's playing with confidence, he's on a mission because he feels like he got jobbed in terms of the MVP award, and he also is playing with that youthful enthusiasm. He hasn't won anything, and he's trying to prove everything to everybody out there. And so it was a hell of a.
The rest of the NBA has to be looking at this.
Yeah.
And being like, what are we supposed to do for the next 10 plus years with this guy?
And like we said,
we have to beg for like Greg Oden type injuries.
Yeah.
You know?
And you don't want that.
No,
not you. I'm just saying you don't, because we didn't even get to see what Greg Oden was going to look like.
Obviously, Oden was nothing that this guy. I was just using a tall player that got hurt all the time as an example. Or like a better example would be Yao Ming.
Mm-hmm.
Yao Ming had really crushing injuries that ruined the rest
because
of
of
his
how
career.
dang big he was. Oden was just.
But Yao wasn't as dynamic as this.
I've never seen a big man like this.
Big man like that, just pull up and shoot threes.
Dribble.
Off the dribble, drive, block.
And so I don't know if this is a good comparison or not, but remember we were talking about Megatron, and maybe you can go all the way back to Harold Carmichael, a Jacksonvillian who's a Hall of Famer, because of how big he was in his wingspan, his ability to catch the ball and just basically just swat away defenders. And Megatron, when he came in the league, remember his catch radius was like almost 8 feet. It was 7 feet and some change. And he could just cover such a wide area you put the ball up. That's what Wemby is right now, from a blocking point of view and from just the arc shot making point.
And his dunking, he can dunk from the free throw line.
Right, the biggest problem with him is he can dribble drive and he can create. That's the biggest problem.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're 7'5", you know what you can do down low. And it's the dribble drive and the creating and the shooting.
Still can hit that. It still can stop the pop.
Yeah.
If he stays healthy, man, he could.
Have we created a new athlete? Like in the NBA, we had Giannis come through, who was like a freak, but he never had the shooting. And now we're evolving to where we're getting these 7+ footers, like a Chet who can shoot and dribble and stuff like that. But now we're getting 7'6" guys who could where does it end? It's insane. You can't make it in the NBA like you used to if you're like a Muggsy Bogues.
Yeah,
those guys just don't exist anymore.
Neither do the real power forwards either. Like the legit
6'7" guys,
268, 260. Those guys are
if you're 6'7" now, you have to be like a shooting guard.
Yeah, you're a stretch.
The Chucks of the world. Charles Barkley was maybe 6'5". And could do what he did around the rim and create as much as he did create. But Dirk Nowitzki looks like a poor man's Wembanyama, and he was 7 foot running the floor.
One of the best shooters that you've ever seen. He was the best shooting big man.
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, I love Victor, but he wasn't Dirk. Not quite.
No, not as a shooter. Nobody was.
He's about ready to be in a couple years. I'll tell you that.
But he also. Dirk could never do what he does down low. Not even close. Like some of the dunks, when they can just throw it up to him and he's not even close to the basket, and you're thinking, what's he going to do there? And he literally just reaches around and dunks. You're like,
There's nothing you can do.
It never gets old. Right. I love watching it, man.
Yeah, he's something else. And so we are being treated to something that I don't know whether people will appreciate or not. But if he can do this for a while and keep it going, well, then you're going to get more people that are going to be coming to the NBA.
He's the new star.
Yeah.
We've all talked about how it's after LeBron, Steph, KD era. What's the NBA going to do? There's no star power. I think we're seeing it.
Yeah. But SGA, Nikola, you can even go Luka. You can go any of these other guys. They don't have the cachet that this cat's got.
No.
If he keeps it going.
Exactly.
You know who may? He's not there yet, clearly.
And
Cooper Flagg.
Oh, yeah. I said that. Especially being an American white dude, it's easy for them to get fans.
Yeah.
But I just think
Wemby's on another
he's going to become a superstar very fast. If he ends up winning this finals and finals MVP, maybe against the Knicks, like a huge team, I could see him becoming a household name like Steph and LeBron are.
Yeah, and it still comes down to remaining healthy. And he had a couple of he came back from that rib contusion and a handful of other things that were happening to him. The concussion.
He had a what do you call it? A blood clot that held him out a lot last year. Towards the end of the year, he missed months.
Plus, Leon, that rib contusion is just a simple elbow. Is all that is.
That's all. You got to bang him now. you have to bang him. You have to.
But he's going to throw an elbow at you. We've already seen that.
I've already seen the worst.
Right, no doubt. But I mean, it's really for a guy that size, that sinewy, I guess is the best way to say it.
Skinny, yeah.
Just little elbow, man.
Yeah, you got to lay. If you're like 260, 270, you got to lay on them.
Right.
You got to weaken the knees.
And we go back to the enforcers, the Charles Oakleys of the world that can enforce, and there isn't necessarily that much of that going on right now.
Yeah, I would love to see Shaq versus him, prime Shaq versus prime Wemby. That would have been fun little matchup.
No, you don't, dude.
Why?
Shaq. Prime Shaq?
I would have loved to see it. Why wouldn't I have loved to see it?
Yeah, Wemby would run around him, and
I think dominant Shaq was the most dominant basketball player I've ever seen in my life.
Force of nature, yes.
Yes,
it was.
Right. So you guys let us know. Just picture Shaq v. Wemby. Who wins and why? 641-1010. Hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures because Wemby has proven he's a gifted shooter from a lot of different areas, whereas Shaq would have to operate primarily around the basket, and you can come up with a lot of different angles to attack that. But 49 minutes, 41 points, 24 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 blocks.
Let me ask you this. Will they get to the point with Wemby where they just do the hack of Wemby?
No, because he can shoot free throws.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's a gifted
that
shooter.
would be stupid. The only reason they did do that for big men and Shaq specifically is because he was like 60% from the line.
Isn't he like 68, 69, Wemby? No?
I don't think so. Yeah. Even if he is 70%, that's bad. Like, you're not going to foul a 70% free throw shooter because he's not that on offense. You know, he's not like just a relentless scorer on offense. He scores a lot of points because he's down there. You could just throw it to him. But I don't know if their offense is good enough to where you just foul the guy every time.
Yeah. I would have to go look at the shooting percentage from the line, but he just is the ability to step away from the basket is what separates him.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
He shot 82% from the line this year, bro.
Oh, yeah.
He shot what? 82?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a gifted shooter. There's no doubt.
Bro, it's almost embarrassing when they throw him an alley-oop, 6'10" guys jumping and have no shot.
Yeah, exactly. And they're trying to swat.
I mean, he's almost a foot taller.
I know, bro, but it's some of them guys that are jumping are like 6 foot. I mean, they're 7-footers, and they still look tiny jumping in front of them. That's crazy.
And he can move. I thought the biggest question any of us had was, will the body hold up? Will it hold up to the rigors of an 82-game schedule, a playoff schedule? People, like you said, kind of backing him, kind of trying to rough him up in the paint, and he's stayed relatively healthy. Doesn't mean he will continue to be that way.
So we're getting a text from the 382.
Yeah.
He says, we're getting a lot of texts about this, actually. Yeah. But he said, we heard the same about Anthony Edwards last year. Let's calm down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
if you can't see the difference just watching
between 7'6"
Anthony Edwards play and Wemby
can put
play,
the ball on the floor, right?
I don't know what to tell you. The guy is a freak like we've never seen before. Anthony Edwards is not even close to the player that Wemby could become.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
There's no doubt that Anthony Edwards at one point looked like, oh my gosh, he's going to be that next dude.
Yeah.
He's got the personality.
Great player.
Yeah, great. And this is not taking anything away from him. This is just lauding what the Frenchman is doing right now.
This guy could change this guy could be the best player in the league for the next 10 years.
This is America's sport.
They're taking over, man. At least he speaks really good English.
Yeah, he does. And he's, I would think, a dream in terms of a pitch man for whoever wants to sign him to do that type of stuff.
Well, we see him in movies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we saw Kareem in Airplane and all kinds of
Kareem was in a Bruce Lee movie, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. All right, so real quick, jump in on this, Big Sirs. Just kind of give us a little snippet of what you did, and then we'll come back and tell the story of just your impression of Liam Cohen and everything right now.
Oh, well, over the weekend, I was invited on a panel on Lynn Jones' experiment where she had former players talking about their coming up and how they loved football. And we were the undercard for Liam Cohen. Liam Cohen was on the panel, and people asked a bunch of questions about last year, this year coming up, and how he's adapted to Jacksonville and all that kind of stuff. So it was pretty cool, man. Then I was able to, pound up Liam afterwards and said, hey, you excited about this season? He said, yeah, we're ready to go. Camp stops in a couple of weeks. We got a nice little roster about it. We're going to work. He said, because I've lived that.
Yeah.
So,
Did he ask you if you could block on field goal?
He did not. He did not ask me that. But it was cool. It was cool seeing him there. I was the undercard for him, but I did it. I did it.
The other thing that's cool about it, I'm sure you dropped some knowledge on him.
Oh, well, no, he wasn't there when I was speaking.
Right. I'm saying the rest of the crowd, you dropped some knowledge.
Yeah, of course. I did that.
But the other cool part about this is, isn't it wild how things come together? Lynn Jones asked the question.
Yeah, well, people that don't know who Lynn Jones is, he was the lady that was highly scrutinized.
She didn't ask the question. She just...
Yeah.
For being what?
Yeah.
I said she was for being pleasant. Pleasant.
See, journalist Matt.
He met her, and now he's completely changed.
Related.
No, Leon always stuck up for her.
Bro, she's my cousin now, bro. Of course I'm going to stick up for her.
Matt missed that.
You missed that part, right?
She's your cousin?
She's my cousin. We're related.
Really?
Yeah, now I'm off ring ropes now.
All right.
at people's elbow.
Well, did you tell Mark Long that?
And he'll know. When I see him, didn't count.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So it's a good story. So let's lead into a conversation on that note. One guy puts out, just one guy's opinion, but he covers the game, and he puts it out on X that this coaching trio of 2 coordinators and head coach is the best in America, best in the National Football League. So let's at least touch on that coming up. We'll do a little judgment on this as to whether you agree or not. That is coming up on XL Primetime.
XL Primetime. Driven by Duval Ford. Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
Hey, it's Brent with Arcosa Crushed Concrete. If you've got concrete or asphalt rubble on your site, let me buy it from you, and I will recycle it into construction material for your future projects. Arcosa Crushed Concrete. Get paid for what you don't need.
I'm local attorney Rick Alexander. In my 30 years practicing law, I've learned you never want to choose money over health. It's always a bad deal. Unfortunately, when someone screws up and you get hurt, that choice is gone. Your only choice is whether you face the future with a lawyer or without one. If you're hurt because somebody screwed up, call me at the practice. The Alexander Law Practice, 904-400-6600, or alexanderlawpractice.com, Jacksonville.
Did you know your roof ages from the inside out? By the time you see a leak, damage already exists beneath the shingles. Sun exposure, humidity, and seasonal storms slowly weaken roofing materials over time. If your roof is 15 years old or more, then now's the time to start planning, not reacting. At Endless Summer Roofing, we provide professional inspections and clear guidance so you can make informed decisions. Visit EndlessSummerRoofing.com to schedule a free inspection. Endless Summer Roofing, protecting your home from Florida's endless summer.
Not everyone is built for a cubicle. At Local 234, apprentices get paid to learn hands-on skills like plumbing, pipe fitting, HVAC, the stuff Jacksonville runs on. No endless lectures, no massive student debt, just hands-on training, real jobs, and real pay. This is how you level up, by doing work that actually matters. Check them out at UA234.com. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Local 234. Make the right connection.
Got a runner, a digger, a backyard escape artist. Lock it down with Superior Fence and Rail and keep those paws safe. Right now, get a free gate when you install 100 feet or more. That's right, a brand new fence and a free gate to match. More freedom for them. More peace of mind for you. Don't wait, this Safe Paws promo won't last. Call today or visit SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
When you head out for a night with friends or going to the big game, don't forget the best game plan to win the night is to designate a driver and guarantee a safe ride home. Hydrating between buds is the best play you can make. Bud Light, reminding all to drink wiser.
At the Y, there's no place like this place. More than just a gym, the YMCA is a community where support, connection, and your well-being come first. And now, getting started is easier than ever with Your Rate, an income-based, affordable membership designed to fit your lifestyle and your budget so you can focus on what really matters, feeling better, moving more, and connecting with others. Join today and discover a place where you truly belong. Learn more about Your Rate at fcymca.org.
The Jaguars Foundation is hosting an intimate evening of community and conversation at the Sports and Culture Speaker Series. Join us June 2nd and 3rd to hear exclusive perspectives from Jaguars leadership, including Mark Lamping, Tony Vaselli, head coach Liam Cohen, and general manager James Gladstone, as they talk culture, leadership, and building a lasting legacy on and off the field. To be part of the conversation, visit jaguars.com/community/events.
The next 30 seconds could save you hundreds on your car insurance. At The Hartford, we're passionate about your protection. If you're 50 or over, AARP Auto Insurance from The Hartford gives you benefits that really matter. And you could save $597 when you switch. How's that for a little peace of mind? Visit trusthartford.com today. The Hartford, your protection is our passion. The Hartford Insurance Group, Inc. pays royalty fees to AARP for the use of its intellectual property. AARP and its affiliates are not insurers. Savings vary.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Here comes the judge. Order in the court.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Well, I'll tell you what, I like this judgment by one of the guys that covers the National Football League on a regular basis. Hang on. Big Sursk.
Leon almost just died, folks.
Big Sursk.
What did you knock over?
Along with the rest of the studio.
Yeah.
Everything's standing.
He's trying to avoid the cameras. He hits the chair.
Okay. Just
almost ate the monitor.
That was almost bad, bro.
Yeah. Big Sursk, you're
I'm
normally
still an athlete now. I'm still staying on my toes.
That was very athletic.
You're athletic. You're agile. You're normally on top of it.
Yes.
But that one,
that was close.
Listen, I've almost taken a couple of headers, so I know exactly what you're dealing with there. So let's do some judgments right now. And in the judgment of one of the guys on social, he puts it out lauding your Jacksonville Jaguars. We figure we bring it up. We say thanks to Chris Campione and his entire team of attorneys. They are champions for justice, and they can help you if you find yourself in front of the judge, man. Make sure that you have the proper representation. It could be personal injury beyond all sorts of expertise in that law office that they can really handle any case. So make sure you check out CampioneLaw.com, and you'll find them right there on West Bay, steps away from the courthouse of Duval County, and also brand new offices in St. Augustine. Make sure you check them out. So this is from John Frascella, who covers football and puts out the top coordinators and head coach. So that's your defense, your offense, and your head man. And he puts the Jacksonville Jaguars at the top of the list. So I'm sure a lot of people outside of Duval County right now are saying, what? Right now, they're all raising their hands with applause inside the 904, because that's pretty damn good recognition for what Liam has been able to do in a short amount of time, and then what Campanile did on one side and what Udinski represents on the other side. What do you think?
Well, listen, offensively, I have no problem with it. Absolutely, offensively, you look at this team. They were top 5 in a lot of categories. I mean, overall offense, they were ranked 4th. Scoring, they were ranked 6th. Passing game, they were 12th. They averaged 334 yards per game. And Trevor averaged a 91.1 quarterback. I mean, QBR.
Yeah.
I mean, so offensively, they did all the right things, especially down the stretch. It was no harder team in the AFC than us.
Right.
You know, Trevor was playing to the point where he was mentioned in the MVP category. Only thing that was slacking was the offensive line was ranked lower, like 26th in the NFL as far as PPF or whatever.
Right.
But despite all that, they still found a way to average nearly 30 points a game.
Yeah, it's crazy how good they were. If you're averaging around 4 touchdowns per game and you're giving up less than 3, you've done something. And this team has had a huge uptick in terms of putting points on the board and then either taking away the football or depriving the other team of scoring. So, Matt,
I'm a little iffy on it, okay? I'm a little iffy on it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, believe me.
Because the 49ers, the Eagles, we could go down the list, man. I mean, that's...
Okay, so let's do this real quick.
But first, let's start with the Jaguars, because this is the big problem I have with it. Liam Cohen is a play caller. So typically your OC is your play caller, too.
Yeah.
All right? So I don't know how you say that Udinski is among the elite of OCs.
All right, this is where I wanted to go with this. I'm glad you're bringing this up, because I basically look at the guys that are on the top, or the teams that are on the top, and I'm just going to rattle them off here.
It's the same with 49ers, by the way, Shanahan.
Yeah, but let's just rattle them off. Jaguars, Broncos, Rams, Chiefs, 49ers. Those are the top 5 in this one person's opinion of best head coach and pair of coordinators. Now, you say, okay, Udinski's doing what Cohen's doing. That's fine. Same exact thing with Sean Payton with Denver. I don't care who his OC is. He's the OC.
Same with McVay.
When you look at the Rams, McVay, he
Nathan
is the
Chilhouse
OC.
is not calling plays there,
When you
right.
look at the Chiefs, Andy Reid is calling the plays. When you look at the 49ers.
Maybe Bieniemy.
Bieniemy hasn't called plays.
I don't know that Andy's actually called. I don't know that Andy's actually called plays.
He calls them all the time.
No, I mean like the primary play caller. He hasn't been the primary play caller in a while. Gates was the primary play caller for a while there.
First off, just don't go there. Bieniemy is just now coming back.
Right, but when he left, he was the primary play caller.
Andy Reid has always called the plays.
Yeah, that's so not true.
He's always called the plays.
Okay, you guys are clearly not. Okay.
Okay. All right. Andy Reid has always called the plays. That's what I say. Just go ahead. Just wipe that away from your memory bank right now.
I don't know why you don't
He calls plays. He's not the primary one.
I'm just saying you can name Matt Nagy, you can name Eric Bieniemy, you can name. I'm trying to think of some of the other guys that have gone through there. None of them called plays, and Andy Reid has always done it. So anyway, that's the dude. And then Spagnola's on the other side. I would put them up there in a heartbeat as the number one pair. Then you go to the 49ers. You got Shanahan and Raheem Morris, who's a damn good defensive coordinator, but he's just now getting back there. So I don't know whether I'd rank him that high just yet. Then you take a look at what's going on in Minnesota with Kevin O'Connell and what he's been able to do with all of the quarterbacks that seem to show up there, sans J.J. McCarthy and Brian Flores on the defensive side. That's a pretty dang good duo right there as well.
I mean, all these guys call their plays. Literally all these head coaches call their plays.
Yeah. And
with
then,
the exception of Harbs.
And then if you go down to the Patriots, it's Mike Vrabel, Diana Rossini.
Jim Harbaugh, not John. John doesn't either. Both the Harbaughs don't call their plays.
No, but you let my joke just completely fall.
I didn't say it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I said the look at the Patriots. You got Vrabel, Diana Rossini, Josh McDaniels.
See, very good.
But
I like that.
I was just trying.
I like that.
I was just trying to work it in there. That's
impressive. Just doesn't hit the second time around, unfortunately.
But anyway,
it was impressive though.
Yeah, but Josh McDaniels is the play caller for the Patriots because Vrabel comes from the defensive side, and his defensive coordinator is by way of Jacksonville. So some strong praise for Zach Kerr up there in New England. But let's get back to the handful at the top. In your judgment, Leon, you still want to put them at the top, or you think that I just love the fact that someone is putting them out.
Well, there's merit in all those guys that you mentioned, but it's also namesake.
Yeah.
You know, you the same. They keep winning, all right? So, of course, they're going to stay at the top. Jacksonville's just now getting familiar with winning, going 13-4 from last year. So, you know, I'm always going to be a homer. I don't have any problem with it being on the top.
Nothing wrong with that, because if you go down the line with the next handful of guys, Peyton, Super Bowl, McVay, Super Bowl, Reed, multiple Super Bowls, Shanahan, multiple Super Bowl appearances, has not won it yet. McDonald, he is a defensive dude, but he had Kubiak as his offensive coordinator. He loses him, and so that's why they're a little further down. But Super Bowl.
Well, see, I don't have a problem with them mentioning Jaguar in that realm, because, like you just mentioned, those teams are elite, and they continue to be elite year after year after year.
Yeah,
that's what we're waiting to see from Jacksonville coming up this year. If you can stay amongst the elite, offensively, defensively, play calling, all that execution, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I want to see Campanile do it a second season
believe
without all those turnovers to help.
Right, they're both first-time coordinators too. You got to remember that. That's another thing.
Yeah, I think. And the one guy explained it very well when he said, he goes, look, I'm trying to get out in front of this. Liam Cohen is a problem for defenses. He is a gifted play caller, so on and so forth. And so that's what he's loving on him about. And then you have to at least give Campanile credit for the takeaways he had a year ago, because he changed this defense dramatically from what it was before under three other coordinators, from Wash to Caldwell to Nielsen, now to him. And so at least he's loving on him. But I agree. You can't look at Andy Reid and Steve Spagnuolo and not give them – they have hardware, and it's because of what both of them did. And so anyway, it's a good discussion, and at the very least, this group
it's fun
is
to have them at the top.
Yeah, in the conversation.
Yeah, of course. It's fun to have them up there.
Yeah. So let us know any of those other teams that you would put up there.
That was done for shock value, I think. By the way.
Oh, I think so. Nothing wrong with that. And he got plenty of activity and traction on it, but it is a fun way to view this. Who is the up-and-coming group of play callers on both sides of the ball, along with the up-and-coming head coach?
Yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing. Just like when you're a new kid on the block, you got to go down the bully's lane, play some ball, see what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, you back up 13-4, and you get, let's say you go 12-5, or even 13-4 again, you get a 1 or 2 seed. You go deep in the playoffs. Let's say you win
Super Bowl.
You win the championship game.
Yeah.
You don't even want to say.
Well,
I mean, no. My point is, no.
He will get respect.
I'm not talking about respect. What I'm saying is, at that point, now you're at the point where he's going to get paid. Liam.
Yeah.
He's going to get paid a lot.
And the other two, and I wouldn't put Udinski in this category just yet, because he is living off of Liam's doing offensively. Liam does have the call sheet, but the other
Liam
guy
is the primary play caller.
Yeah, if Campanile is the guy.
Don't even get me started.
Yeah.
I just looked up like 4 stories that would have destroyed Matt. But I chose not to read it over the air.
Andy's been doing it
Yeah.
forever. Anyway, he's been doing it forever.
Okay.
But the other half of it is if Campanile can produce this defense again, and let's just say Hines Allen and Trayvon go off this year, and Travis Hunter becomes that dude on that side of the ball, then he'll get a ton of love and respect and inquiries about whoever the vacant head coaching position is up for grabs for. That's for sure. All right, we'll keep it rolling. 641-1010. You guys let us know what you think about that. We will have one of our coaches, Mark Duffner, on the defensive side of the ball popping in with us in just a little bit, so he'll definitely be able to chime in on that.
Here comes the judge. Litigated by Campione Law, champions for justice. XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford. When you listen to radio play-by-play, you don't just hear the game, you feel it.
This feel good. That feel good.
Get the most play-by-play on 1010XL, Jacksonville's play-by-play sports radio.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes, and woo boy, time flies by. Last year feels like 2024. 10 weeks ago feels like yesterday. That's how quick Reclaim by Waco 180 is, and feels 10 weeks to do what took you 5-10 years to pile up the weight. 40 pounds gone in 10 weeks. That's what I did. That's what a Waco 180 Reclaim was built for. And I'm telling you, when that kind of weight comes off, life starts feeling different fast. Your clothes fit differently. You move differently. You carry yourself differently. Even walking into a room feels different when you're not thinking about your weight before anything else. That's why Reclaim by Waco 180 makes so much sense to me. It gives you a simple 10-week plan with a real beginning, a real end, and a real finish line. Not someday, not all figured out. 10 weeks to finally go after it and achieve it. The best part, keeping it off with free support for life. I did it. Hacker, Amber, Greg, everybody's on it. Awaken 180 works. Reclaim by Awaken 180. Start today at awaken180weightloss.com.
Mike Dempsey. If you're thinking about a bathroom upgrade, maybe turning that old tub into a safer walk-in shower, check out 5 Star Bath Solutions. I shopped around, talked to several companies, and I chose 5 Star because their customer service was simply incredible. Responsive, honest, upfront about the entire project, and their pricing was even better than expected. When you're ready for a fresh look, better comfort, and a bathroom space you'll love using every day, schedule your free consultation at 5starbathsolutions.com and get the 5-star experience.
Hicken here. See clearly with the Eye Associates and trusted optometrists Zachary Boskool and Alice LaFlamme. From comprehensive eye exams, dry eye care, glaucoma management, diabetic eye care, and more, Dr. Boskool and Dr. LaFlamme are dedicated to protecting your vision. Immediate availability at all 5 Jacksonville locations. Schedule today with Dr. Boskool and Dr. LaFlamme by calling the Eye Associates, formerly Bowden Eye Associates, Schneider Eye and Wellness Center, and Janet Betchkel, MD at 296-0098.
Buying a diamond should be fun, not stressful. But at some stores, the pressure can be intense, with pushy salespeople and mandatory deposits. But at Beard's Diamonds, owner John Lupo says that's not cool.
They wanted to sell them only what they had, wanted a deposit right then and there. They did not want them to shop, and we don't do business that way. It's pretty sad that you don't want the consumer to go shopping. That must mean that they're not confident in their pricing.
It's different at Beard's.
We encourage people to shop. We want you to go shopping, to know that you're getting a better deal and a better education at Beard's. We will do anything we can to make you happy without putting deposits down.
No deposits, no commission sales, no pressure, no pricing games, no corporate rule books. John's son Ben sums it up nicely. At Beard's, it's laid back and relationship driven.
There's plenty of options out there, but we're looking to go the extra mile when people want to patronize us, and it brings us great pleasure to see 2 lives be connected together.
Beard's Diamonds, locally owned with over 4 decades of doing business the right way. At St. John's Town Center and online at beardsdiamonds.com.
Imagine this. You've got the burgers ready in a backyard full of guests. And folks, that's a strong lineup. But a clogged drain on a holiday? That can change everything in a hurry. Before kickoff, make sure your plumbing is ready to go. Call Duck Duck Rooter. They've got experience, honest pricing, and a team you can count on. And right now, get your main sewer line cleaned, plus a camera inspection for just $129. Outside cleanout is required because the only thing you want overflowing this weekend is that cooler. But when you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
Hi, this is Dr. George Bari, an orthopedic surgeon who is fellowship trained in sports medicine. If you are a young athlete or a weekend warrior, I treat you with the care and expertise that is needed to diagnose and treat your injury. Come see me at Bari Orthopedics to get the care that you need.
Be sure and check out the expertise from Dr. George Bari and the entire staff at BariOrthopedics.com. That's BAHRI Orthopedics.com. And follow Doc on Instagram at Dr.GeorgeBari.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. That just happened. Brought to you by Florida Home AC.
All right, sort of a sad moment for the Jags and the stadium in general. The statue of the Jaguar outside, his name is Touchdown. He's been there for 31 seasons. He's being moved. Just temporarily, of course, but they're moving him for his safety and will return to the permanent home of the Stadium of the Future in August 2028. Or as Matt calls it, the Palace.
The Palace on the River.
Palace on the River.
Get it right, man. Get it right.
So we won't have Touchdown, the beloved Jaguar statue, at all this season.
I'm going to miss it because so many people.
It's a bad omen.
It might be, but so many people come there and they'll take their picture.
They do, yeah.
In front of the Prowler, and as long as he's coming back, okay.
Yeah. It might not be a bad omen because if you think about what's been happening here while he was here, it's not exactly like great, So
over time,
yeah, exactly.
But just the fact that they're going to get everything right, and then they're going to bring the Prowler back and put him in his proper place and let the Jag roll.
Remember that kid got his head stuck in.
What was his? I thought his name was like. Wasn't his name
his name
Touchdown.
Touchdown. Yeah.
But it's still the Jag.
The Prowler.
I love the Prowler.
Got it.
Logo.
Right.
Some kid got his head stuck in the mouth.
Really?
Yeah.
Of course he did.
Like trying to get a funny picture and he couldn't get it out.
Yeah. How funny was it?
They had to cut off the kid's head. No, they got him out.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at a picture right now. It's hilarious. It looks very 90s.
All right. So just a couple of them.
If you were that kid, text in.
Oh, yeah,
How
exactly.
old are you now?
Which we still want Aaron Rye to text in. We've been trying to talk to the PGA Championship golfer, holder of the Wanamaker Trophy. He's still partying.
Do you think he's a Jags fan?
If any of you know Aaron Rye.
He listens to the show, man.
Yeah, I know that.
If any of you know Aaron Rye and he just happens to not be listening right now, please text in and let us know how we can get our friend on.
Now, do you expect him to take like the next 3 weeks off until a U.S. Open, or is he a guy that's like, hey, I'm back on the grind. I'm going to be out on this PGA event in a week or two?
It's how he's wired.
Yeah,
that's for sure. If you take a look at the number of events he plays, he is just a worker bee, basically. Yeah. And when you accomplish something, you might exhale, but I just picture this guy being...
He's two-fisted, bro. Come on. He's
got
double gloves.
2 gloves.
Yes, 2 gloves. You know he's on the grind.
What kind of money did he win for winning that?
He's a worker.
Like $4 million?
Yeah, it was
3 million?
I have it here, 3.69, something in that neighborhood.
But to be a major champion, that you're getting paid for everything the rest of your life.
So let me ask you, so he's paying Pennsylvania state taxes on that money then, even though he lives in Florida?
He lives here. So I don't
but
actually
he works
know.
There.
Probably.
I know that you brought this up before, and I think you do have to surrender.
I think it's the athlete rule is what I think.
Yeah, you have to surrender a chunk based on where you played. But still, I think overall,
because I don't like if I go cover a game at Penn State, I don't have to pay taxes on the days that I'm there.
Right.
But I think it's like specifically an athlete rule. Yeah.
No, my house was in Florida, and I played in Pittsburgh, and I didn't have to.
So you never had.
Yeah, but since then, I'm saying then they've come up with like an athlete tax.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they come up with some ways.
Yeah, they're doing everything they can to get money.
What about if what if he still lived in England? I wonder how that would work.
Yeah,
does England get their share?
I think so.
I don't use the word fair because it's not fair.
I would say come try and get it.
If that's his main residence, and he files taxes there, then yeah, he's getting whacked even more. But it was in that neighborhood of 3.69 million. It was the biggest purse that they had thrown out with the PGA, and so big coin.
He's got to pay 40% off of that $4 million. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's 1.6.
I'm sure our government will use it properly.
Of course they will.
They're going to get theirs.
That'd be ridiculous.
And he's going to get his. I was trying to look to see. I can't find it.
That's 2. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So he's at about 2. Then you're going to take the Pennsylvania state tax out. So that'll probably put him at about 1.7.
Yeah.
Then he's got the hangers on who want their money. So that'll put him at about 1.2. Yeah, he's working. He's working this weekend.
Yeah, of course he is.
All right. So here's another one. And this is, remember, Ronda Rousey, she left her original UFC career because she wasn't making enough money and she wanted to make more money. $2.2 million is how much she made to headline the Netflix MMA event. $2.2 million.
What the other girl
That
make?
lasted 17 seconds.
Yeah.
The other girl that made
17 seconds.
She got knocked out.
Yeah.
The fix was in, bro.
Bro.
If you watched
The
what
other
I
girl was
watched,
like-
it was so fake.
The other girl was like 46. Hadn't
So-
fought in 20 years.
Oh my God.
$2.2 million. And
Dude,
let's see
the other
here.
girl was like 46 and hadn't fought in 20-something years.
She made $1.05 million.
The other one.
Yeah.
So she
Toronto.
originally like gets on top. I don't know the nomenclature for MMA.
Right.
I'll just say it. She was mount.
Yeah.
She put it in full Nelson.
Well,
Like a full
at
Nelson.
In
first,
17 seconds, it
no,
was
the
it?
girl that lost at first, she was on top,
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
and
Rousey was
then
on top.
like very quickly, Rousey switched and pulled her arm barred her.
$1.05 million for that.
So Rousey won or lost?
One.
She
She
won.
won in
Oh,
17
okay.
seconds, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 2.2 million. Listen, I thought you were a
MMA expert.
brand new MMA.
Yeah, you were the
I
one
do
who
kind of
was-
like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't watch women beat each other.
I mean,
up.
Me
but see,
neither.
the other girl was like 46, I think, dude.
I don't know, but she had not fought in a while. That's
20,
for sure.
23 years, I think it was. She hadn't fought.
See, this is what MMA is in a bad place.
You think?
Yes. Oh,
They
yeah.
got to deal with Paramount, though. Like, they're on Paramount every
that's-
weekend.
Doesn't matter.
All right, so-
they have no stars, man.
I need to bring this other one up.
You don't like Patty the Batty?
No. And he sucks.
He does. He totally does.
All right, I'll
And, like
say.
I saw McGregor's coming back to fight
Is he?
for the first time in like
How old
5
is he?
years.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, what are we doing?
Well, he is going the route of what Floyd did forever.
Oh yeah,
and-
it's becoming boxing,
Yeah,
which
and
boxing
at the
has a
very least
problem
you-
with stars too.
Yeah, Floyd would fight once, maybe twice
A year.
forever and make $65 million, maybe even more than that, and then retire and come back and just
Oh,
fight
yeah.
one fight and make $45 million or whatever.
He would always fight the weekend of May 5th,
Yeah,
Cinco de
Cinco de
Mayo,
Mayo.
and then Mexican Independence Day weekend, which is in September, I believe. Like
Yeah,
those
so-
2 weekends, he would fight every
Yeah.
year, and that's it.
And probably may have made more than $100 million over
Oh
the
yeah,
2 weekends.
oh yeah.
Which is just nuts. All right.
Blew it all.
No, he didn't.
I don't know how much he still has. I'm sure he's got plenty.
Oh yeah, he's
to,
loaded.
to toss out to really anything he wants or is interested in. All right, let's say hello to Mark Duffner, one of our coaches. We'll say hello to him along with your input as far as the Jaguars schedule is concerned. After the reveal came out Thursday night, we got one of our coaches back in to talk some Jaguar ball.
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford Mobile Service. Game-ready service right to your driveway. Now, another classic moment in Jags history.
It starts with a great play by Tony Brackett. He knows he's too far upfield to sack Dan Marino, so he's going to take a swipe at the football. Big-time play here by Tony Brackett.
1010XL.
Mark Watson with Hardball Creative. Now's the perfect time to order logo coffee mugs, or maybe a logoed stick brand tumbler. They're seriously ice cold and look great with your company logo. HardballCreative.com.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party.
Meta World Peace, what's up, man?
Nah, that's not my name anymore, thanks to Hard Rock Bet.
We're doing this again, are we?
Now I go by Meta over rebounds, under assists, Meta the first basket, free throw, piece.
Huh, so you really can same-game parlay practically anything now on Hard Rock Bet.
It's the only place I play these days.
Download the Hard Rock Bet app and start playing today. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Fish know where to hide. Captain Kevin knows how to find them.
That's a big one.
Listen for the Wing Power Fishing Forecast Show. Brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss and Royal Pest Services.
Thursday nights at 6
On 1010XL AM.
Rick Ballou for Coy Dental. That's right, Carlson Dental is now Coy Dental. Dr. Lee has been practicing there for 9 years, has purchased the company. The Coy Dental team still has the same great dentists and staff. And remember, if you get nervous visiting a dentist, don't. There's never a problem at Coy Dental with light sedation for cleaning and deep sedation for all your restorative needs. Coy Dental, located in Bartram Park.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Frank Frangie here. When you're inside the Kuhn Flower showroom, you'll find a wide array of gift ideas that will take care of any gift-giving situation. Spend a few minutes there and you'll see for yourself. That's Kuhn Flowers on Beach Boulevard.
Skilled trade jobs are booming, so begin your high-pay, high-demand career today through the Northeast Florida Builders Association. Their apprenticeship program provides paid training in some of the most highly sought-after skilled trades. Get paid while you train, full-time in carpentry, electrical, HVAC, or plumbing. Plus, earn a 10% raise every year. And the classes are 100% tuition-free. Apply before June 11th and start your new career at NEFBAapprenticeship.org.
Brian and Angela Wall here with Window World. By now, everyone has heard about saving money on their energy bills. There are all sorts of things you can do to cut energy costs, but most people don't think about their windows.
But Window World knows that the biggest energy loss in almost every home is the windows. There is more energy loss from old builder-grade windows than just about anything else in your home.
You can upgrade your heating and air, your appliances. That's good too. But before you do all that, upgrade your windows to Window World's energy-efficient windows.
Window World's windows are easy to clean, energy efficient, and have the best guarantee in the business.
Window World's slogan is simply the best for less, and we mean it. You get great American-made windows, and you get to keep more of your money when you buy from Window World. Need any more reasons to buy your windows from Window World? Call them today and set up your free in-home estimate, or go online to windowworldneflorida.com.
Window World,
simply the best for less. Thank you for your business.
Window World also offers energy-efficient doors.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
My son had a meniscus surgery a couple years ago, went smooth as silk, was playing tennis in 2 weeks. This is Patrick Malarkey, and I highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Our son Eric's a Division I collegiate baseball pitcher who is having shoulder pain. We took him to Southeast Orthopedic Specialists and are confident that he's now on the road to recovery. This is Beth Anderson, and we love the care Eric receives at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm RJ Saunders for 1010XL. The rumors surrounding Philadelphia Eagles wide receiver A.J. Brown are growing louder, and now the Jacksonville Jaguars are reportedly entering the conversation. According to one league reporter, one league executive has identified the Jaguars as a, quote, potential fit for Brown, citing uncertainty around Jacksonville's current receiving core, especially with the recent regression of Brian Thomas Jr. Right now, 86 degrees at 102. Time and 10 brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
The mix and our drinks a little stronger than you think. So get a grip, take a sip of that feel right. Trucks jacked up, flat bills.
Love it.
Yeah, you can find us where the
Here it
party's
is.
at. This is how we
Can you just picture Joe right now, like moving some equipment around? Just
No, I can see him drinking a beer and listening to it. I can definitely see that.
And believe me, when I hear that music, all of a sudden I fall into that relaxed position or that bar stool position that I normally maintain. I never go up and down Broadway with cowboy boots on or cowboy hat, but I did walk on the cruise ship with my Modelo sombrero.
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Did you really?
Oh, yeah. I got to show you a picture.
Always repping.
Do you have boots?
No, I don't.
I think you'll eventually get them. If you continue on this gaffer thing, I think you'll eventually
Speaking
buy
of
'em.
Nashville, we should do that real fast.
Okay.
That just happened. Brought to you by Florida Home AC.
So Nashville was just awarded the Super Bowl 2030 in their brand new stadium.
Yeah, those savages. It's because of the brand new stadium. It's because of the town that they're going to get a Super Bowl. But I just want to make the announcement on top of that right there. This team, this Ville will be represented in that bill. Let's make the guarantee
You're
right
talking
now.
dirty to me, and I kind of like it.
That is when we are going to make it to the Super Bowl and win the Lombardi.
Well, that'll be their third straight.
Exactly, in their backyard, which would just be awesome. All right, I'll find the picture, but right now we got to say hello to one of our coaches, Mark Duffner, who just walked right into this. Well, it's a mental workshop, Coach. Okay, we got a lot going on in here.
Oh, I can tell. I can feel it right now. The air is thick in here, so I got it.
There's a lot
going on.
A lot of subject matter that we like to hit.
Oh, yeah.
That's for sure, and we're going to cover it all. But how you doing?
I'm doing great, thanks.
Yeah.
Great to be with you guys.
All right, listen, he's wearing that Jaguar logo. You can watch on YouTube. The live stream is always cranking, and it could be on YouTube, Facebook. By the way, I keep forgetting this, but I got one buddy who's in St. Augustine, Gary, been around forever. And he always chimes in on Facebook that he's watching, and he says I'm just completely ignoring him. So, Big Gare, apologies, man. So you can watch us on Facebook, YouTube, X, wherever you want to go, but we appreciate it. And we've got one of our coaches, Duff, who was in that building down at Everbank Stadium for a number of years, in a total of a half century of coaching NFL and college. So we were talking best head coaches and coordinators in the National Football League. I showed you the list. You start looking at it, even if this group is brought up in that company, Coach, and by the way, John Frischella, who put this list out, voted him number one.
Yeah.
What did you think of when you first saw that?
Well, I for 1 year out to be ranked at the top of the league as far as that's concerned, wow, that's unbelievable. But when you look at what they accomplished, when you look at how the offense finished the year, ascending 28-plus points a year, season, so an ascending offense as far as that's concerned, a defense that was number one against the run in the league and also maybe number two in takeaways in the league. When you put all that together, I think that's pretty hard to beat, and I think that's kind of probably where he came along with. This offense and defense head coach combo or trio, if you will, is probably the best there is. And for that to be accomplished in 1 year, phenomenal.
Yeah, Coach, I'm a huge homer, so I had no problem with it whatsoever. But the teams that were ranked up there, the Rams, the Niners, the Eagles, you're talking about elite teams that consistently win football games. So that's going to be a huge challenge for this organization moving forward. Now, we've seen 13-4. We need to see it again and again and again.
Well, that's what substantiates, that's what validates all that we're talking about right now. So I'm with you as far as that's concerned. Yeah, the great coaching staffs and the great coaching trios, if you will, do it year after year after year. It's not just a one flash in the pan. They do it with different personnel, different additional players coming and going from their ball club. So consistency, like in everything in life, is critical.
Yeah, I also think it kind of, when you see him at number one, it kind of puts it in perspective that just as far as the coaching, their window is very tight. Because if those two coordinators are what everyone in the league thinks they are, they're not going to be here for long. So if you want these guys together to win a title, the window's tight right now.
Well, and I'll just share this with you. The way you see coaching staff changes in the league, the window's tight. I mean, you better get it while the getting's good, so to speak, or while you're hot, because again, it can change dramatically pretty quickly. So I'm with you on all that.
I mean, Udinski was interviewing last year, right?
Well, both
as
of them
was Campanile, yeah,
both of them were, and I believe Campanile had 2 interviews in Arizona, if I remember right, before LaFleur got that job. But if you go down the line, and just to your point, Coach, Sean Payton was able to get Vance Joseph, who was the Broncos head coach, to come back. He's got an up-and-comer and a play caller in Webb, but we still know Sean Payton's calling the plays. Then you look at, who is it? It's Chris Shula. Chris Shula is a young up-and-comer as well.
Defensive
You're
coach.
a defensive
Yeah,
guy.
very good
You know a little bit about him.
Yeah.
Anyway, these guys are constantly taking on new opportunities.
Yeah, so it's when you see though and I think again 1 year like they had was terrific, but offense and defense playing at the level that this club did last year is not always. Every once in a while you got a real good defensive football team or you got a real good offensive football team. It's not often that you're able to have the whole, the whole kit and caboodle, if you will. And so, and by the way, our special teams were darn good. People, don't comment about that in terms of that's also returning in a group that arguably is one of the top 5 or so in the league. So when you put all that together, it's good. It's nice to be recognized, but as Leon said, it's kind of what are you going to do now? What are we going to do now? And again, I know they're working real hard to improve on what they just accomplished.
So, Coach, if you were the DC and you had all that success as far as turnovers go last year, and more than likely you probably won't assess the same thing this year, what would you use? What would be your combination defenses to where you can still stay elite but not get as many turnovers as you got last year?
Well, I know this much. I would be knowing how critical that is to winning, and that, that's probably the number one statistic in terms of which leads to wins is takeaways. I would continue to emphasize that. I think he's got a group of people that players that clearly believe that they did do that, and the objective will be to even get better at that. And I'm a believer that they can. And that, if they don't believe it now, they never will. So I know that they do believe it. And so he's got a captive audience right now in terms of the team that's returning. They understand that was a major component to success. And if we're going to be successful again, we've got to be even better at that, better at rushing the quarterback, better at stopping the run, all those things. They got to focus in on that and work like hell to do it.
I mean, we keep saying, I keep saying they're not going to get 36 turnovers again.
I know,
right? And we all agree about it. But the reality is, number one, who says they can't? You can always go and say that.
That's what I'm saying.
And number two, and you could speak this as a coach, if those guys start believing that, okay, we did this last year, we turned those teams over, right? That helped the offense. That we may not have been the pass rush team that we were, but we did enough to force turnovers. Now what happens if we get a little pass rush added to it? So you got to look at it like that, do you not?
Without a doubt. And that's absolutely the song they're singing in the stadium right now. I mean, there's no question about that. And when you look, in terms of the takeaway, saying Chicago year after year has been ranked at the top all the way back with Peanut Tillman and those. I mean, number of those defenses there, even coached by different coaches, have been great takeaway defenses. So there has been repetitive league-leading seasons of people that do that. And once you get that in your blood as a defensive player and a defensive team, that's important and it's great. So I'm looking for them to improve on that. I really am. And I think that's what they're going to be preaching hard to one another over there.
Yeah, because you're absolutely right when it comes to the belief system. When I was at Pittsburgh, I mean, we were the number one defense 3 out of the 4 years I was there, and those guys just believed that they were going to have sacks, have turnovers every game. They almost expected it. They would say it in the locker room. Oh, we're going to get 2 today. We're going to get 4 here. There's that belief system of you knowing that you're going to go do it and then going out there executing is amazing to me.
Leon, they did believe it there. I unfortunately was on the other side of the field from you guys, and I saw that in their play. I saw that in the way they carried themselves. That was part of the component for your all success there, was that you had guys that believed and they expected it to happen and demanded of it from one another. And when you have that kind of personality, that kind of thought process and action on your football team, it does happen.
All right, let's keep it rolling. 641-1010. You guys hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. You got a Jaguar question for our coach, Mark Duffner. Both Coach Duff and I will do both sides of the ball. That's a live stream show on our social channels a little after 2 o'clock today. So if you want to throw some questions our way, you can shoot them to us right now on the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures, or we will have them offered up on social later. So make sure you check that out. Both sides of the ball. We'll keep it going on this subject and then get into the schedule. Coach, we made some predictions. You got to make one coming up as well now that you've seen what the schedule looks like.
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford. In a world where life can be predictable, I will give them something they've never seen before. 1010XL.
Bring your home back to life with Zero Res, a fresher clean that you can actually feel. This month, take 25% off all services, hardwood tile, LVP, carpet, air ducts, and more. Visit ZeroResJacksonville.com and tell them 1010XL sent you.
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey here for big number one Duval Ford. If you run a fleet in Jacksonville, you know time off the road costs money. That's why Duval Ford's Fleet Mobile service is a game changer. Duval Ford comes to you, job sites, depots, wherever your trucks are. You don't have to lose hours driving to a shop or waiting in line. From basic maintenance to light repairs, Duval Ford technicians keep your fleet moving. It's fast, convenient, and built for commercial uptime. Big number one Duval Ford mobile service. Wherever you need them, they'll come to you.
If you missed it, get it on demand.
And you send those out on the line.
Find your 1010XL favorites where you find podcasts and at 1010XL.com. Channel 5, Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning.
Looking for a real career with great pay and full benefits? Prosser here for Julington Creek Pest Control. As a growing, family-owned company that cares about its employees, they're hiring lawn technicians in the Jacksonville area. No experience required. This is a salaried position with top industry pay. Full benefits, a 401k match, and paid training. Apply today at JulingtonCreekPestControl.com. Julington Creek Pest Control. Our family serving yours since 1984.
Equal opportunity employer.
Some auto shops call it an inspection and flag any little thing. That's called a wallet flush. At AA Automotive, they don't play that game. They fix only what needs fixing. AA Automotive on Richard Street. Boring name, awesome service, and no wallet flush.
So I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick, we're a 5-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $30,000 a year, and right now graduate making over $80,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition and no student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted into the program, your only costs are the books and the course fees, around $700 a year.
Wow, that sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org, and you can apply there.
Springtime is the perfect time to get your home organized. Hey, this is Lauren Brooks, and I love our closets from Closets by Design. They create custom storage systems designed around how you actually live. From closets and garages to entertainment centers, laundry rooms, and storage for any space and budget. Make an appointment to tour their showroom on Phillips Highway and get 40% off plus an extra 15% off free installation and 18 months special financing. Schedule your free consultation at 904-878-9393 or find them online, closetsbydesign.com.
Prosser here for Lifetime Flooring. You've heard us rave about Lifetime enclosures. Now let's talk about Lifetime Flooring. I can tell you firsthand, the products and services, the best in Jacksonville. As you know, updating your floors is one of the most dramatic changes you can make to your home. Call the experts at Lifetime Flooring now and ask about their buy one room, get one room free promotion through Memorial Day. 0% financing available to meet any budget. Visit their beautiful showroom just off Phillips Highway and tell them Prosser sent you.
Checkmate. I'm Brendan Cecilia from Checkmate Coatings.
And I'm Chester, his adorable chessman sidekick.
There are two things you want to ask when getting a custom polymer garage floor coating. Will it be done right, and will it be priced right?
And just how charming is their mascot?
No. At Checkmate, our small specialized install teams follow a strict 29-point installation checklist
to ensure the highest quality results at a price you can afford.
A Checkmate polyaspartic floor can be customized in dozens of colors and sweeps up sparkling clean in just seconds.
No need to wear your shoes in the garage to avoid tracking dirt back into the house.
The quality you expect?
Check. A price that might surprise you.
Check. A floor you just can't wait to show your friends? Checkmate!
Transforming your floors, making them great.
Checkmate. Visit checkmatecoatings.com. That's checkmatecoatings.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. We know what cool sounds like. XL Primetime. But what does it feel like? Find out at FloridaHomeAC.com. 1010XL.
Hanging out, talking Jaguar football with our coach, Mark Duffner, longtime linebackers coach, right inside the Everbank walls of Everbank Stadium. Coaching them up back then, coaching across the National Football League and the college football world, hanging out with us. We appreciate it, that's for sure. Big Sirs, Maddie, Joe C., and JJ. We did have a caller call in and confirm this, but one of our texters was all over it. After Aaron Rye won the PGA Championship and collected $3.69 million, the estimated tax bill was 1.8. Now, the major championship taking place in Pennsylvania, like Matt was talking about earlier, total deductions split between various federal, state, caddy, and professional expenses.
Right.
So the breakdown, they have federal, 1.3, state, 113,000, other deductions, 369 went to his caddy. That's the 10%er.
Oh.
And anyway, all that stuff. So appreciate you Nooners finding that and texting
It's a nice
it
day
to
for
us.
the caddy, huh?
Oh my gosh, I could carry a few
369?
bags. Yeah, that's big time.
And so,
But you have to take the iron covers off.
Yeah.
Well, not
so
only
that's
that,
extra.
the caddy gets
keeps the clubs clean.
369. He's also got to pay federal tax. He's got to pay Pennsylvania tax, right?
Yeah,
He's got to pay
probably.
for his room. Got to pay for his rental car. So he's
Well,
probably
if
down
he's
to
the-
about.
If
what?
he's the athlete, I don't know what. If he's not the athlete, I don't know if
260?
he has to pay that. But anyway, a 10%er is now pretty dang happy that these
Yeah,
purses have
he
gone
may not
up.
have to pay the athlete tax. You're right.
Yeah,
but he's still
probably-
paying the state tax. I bet.
Yeah, you would think.
Yeah.
You would think.
I didn't know who. When I got my first check for the Steelers, I saw FICA. I didn't know what the hell.
Who is that?
Who the hell is FICA?
Why they get my money?
So why they get my bread?
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Who's Fred? Who's FICA?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So, Coach Duff, we wanted to ask him a little bit more about that, the takeaway department, because we were saying manufacturing 36 takeaways, the most in Jaguars franchise history. It was some kind of special, and it came from a lot of different areas. It came out of nowhere in some respects. Antonio Johnson and Devin Lloyd comboed for 10 of those 36 takeaways. So the question to you is easy to ask, harder to answer, but how do you bake that in again, scheme-wise? What do you do as a coordinator to say, hey, how can we get more of this?
Well, I don't. First of all, they met the challenge last season. The year before, I think they had 9 or something. It was the least
7, I think.
7.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right?
but
Yeah.
the least
The least
in
in
the
the
league.
league, yeah.
So there was a major challenge. There was a billboard up with a big question mark. Can we do? Can we break this? Can we be a league leader, if you will? And they did it. And so now I think that they're certainly, the players themselves are policing, not the word police, but are encouraging themselves, demanding themselves to do it in practice. It's just like anything. You've got to practice it. And so, they're going into every practice saying, hey, we got to get at least 3 or 4 takeaways each practice. And I'm sure the coaches are charting it. The coaches are rewarding it. The coaches are acknowledging it because they know that that's what is partially led to the great success that they had. It's probably it is the number one stat to winning. If you get 3 or more takeaways in a game, you have about a 90% chance of winning that game, more so than stopping the run, more so than sacks, everything else. It's the number one deal. So I'm sure that Coach Campanile they got takeaway drills that they're doing, I'm sure, but I'm sure that they're, telling the offense and the defense, hey, we're trying to get the ball off you in practice. It's going to help the offense in terms of ball security. As far as that's concerned, they're not going to put it in a way where they could hurt somebody, but they're going after the ball in practice. And when you've got that kind of a hunt the ball mentality that's built in right now, which they've got, I think, as I mentioned, kind of in their DNA or blood, that's going to be hard to beat. So that it's not so much the scheme as much as the demand, as much as the knowledge that what it leads to winning. That's going to be the case. They got a contagion. They got a virus of getting the takeaway off of people or getting the ball off of people, getting takeaways, and that's what's key.
It's a good virus.
Coach, it's interesting that you said the bulletin board because it took me back to my old Jaguar days because when I was here, we had a board for each week that we had to check mark.
Yeah.
100-yard rusher,
Yeah.
300-yard passer, no mental mistakes,
Yeah.
no sacks,
Yeah.
convert on 3rd down, 4th down, goal line. So it kept us in check as far as what we needed to accomplish in each game that just kind of fueled the fire. So it was very interesting that when you said that there's parameters that you got to meet every week.
For
when
sure.
you play.
It's win the critical situations, and you just very properly listed them. I mean, those are the critical situations that you have to win in the course of a game, and they are numerical. If you can win the takeaway battle, you're going to most likely win the game. It's amazing what some of these statistics, you can get lost in them sometimes, but if you have a punt return or a kickoff return for a touchdown in the game, you're likely to win the game. If you have an interception for a touchdown in the game, you're likely to win a game. I'm talking like over 70%. You have 3 takeaways or you win the takeaway battle, you're going to win the game, more so than yards or anything else. So, again, I think that's at the top of the list, and it's right in the as I said, in the focal point of all those players and coaches as they move forward.
All right, so let's go to the other side of the ball real quick.
Mm-hmm.
This is from Jason Lockcam 4, Rick Blue's favorite NFL insider. He's saying that now there's no interest from the Jaguars in A.J. Brown. Now, this late in the process, is that something you'd be interested in doing if you're the Jaguars? Bringing a guy who clearly is volatile, there's no doubt about that, right? Into your, and not Liam Cohen, James Glasgow likes to talk about his ecosystem. Clearly bringing a guy who is I think it's safe to call him like a me guy, right?
He's an avid reader and a me guy.
Yeah, I think he's a me guy, and I think he's a volatile guy.
I forgot about that.
So do you bring that type of guy into your environment knowing that it's basically feast or famine? Like, he could literally be the reason you guys get to or even win the Super Bowl, or it could be the reason why it all implodes.
I think it's certainly worthy of discussion, of investigation, of all the above to determine your best opinion. Anytime you have a chance to improve your team, there's some risk involved too. And so you look at it and weigh it out and think about it and go from there. But I know this. I trust their decision-making process as they move forward so far and how they've attended to the player acquisition question. And so I'm sure they'll decide, is this a proper addition to the team?
Would you do it?
Would I do it?
Your
Yes.
winning locker room.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of picture what.
Yeah, I mean, because
I'd be a little uneasy, man.
Why? Because he's labeled a bad. Because most guys
he's
that are
clearly
labeled,
a me guy. Number
Okay.
one. Number two, he's clearly he's a loud voice. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's not the voice you want to hear in that locker room. And number three is if you truly believe in this James Gladstone idea of ecosystem, and you're drafting guys who fit what you want, not only on the field, but guys in the locker room. He doesn't look that good.
What if he just has a beef with Hurts?
True.
That's what it seems like.
True.
He's like, I have an inept quarterback, and he's wasting
But they
my
got
career.
rid of him pretty quickly with the Titans too. Like that wasn't
Yes,
wasn't
but
their
they were a
priority
team
wasn't to
on the
keep them.
down at that point.
Right, but their priority wasn't to keep them. It wasn't to keep him.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, I don't mind a little chaos and a little stormy weather in an ecosystem every now and then. You need a little bit
And
of
if
that.
you think you have a strong locker room and leaders
Yeah.
like that,
Strong
then
enough
you
to
can bring
withstand
a
it.
guy in here,
Yeah. All right.
and he's going to see the culture and buy in.
And you never know. This still might be part of that Brian
That's what
Thomas.
the Patriots did for so many years, right?
You got
Exactly.
it. I was getting ready just to say.
Yeah, jump in on that, Dove.
No, you're dead on. The Patriots have taken a lot of players over the years when you look at that may have had, some level of question in terms of character.
Turds.
Well, I'm not going to quite go that way, but and they went into that situation and did extremely well. I can tell you who they are, but I'll probably keep it off air. But so it's been done, and as Leon said, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to kind of stir things up every once in a while, and test, as JJ just said, the strength of your locker room and your team.
Well, here's the thing, Coach. I'd rather have guys like him that I know are going to show up on Sunday because nice guys, I didn't want to play.
No, this isn't alternate.
I don't want guys. I don't need you to be my friend. I don't.
And
I need you to show up on
When
Sunday.
you look at
it's too many nice guys in locker
I
room.
don't. Yeah. All right.
2 years ago when they won the Super Bowl, you look at his catches and yards per catch. He was uber productive, and it, of course, was when Jalen was operating the way he wanted. His receiver wanted him to. They were getting him the football, and both him and Devonta Smith were prospering from that. Remember Andre Rison?
Yeah.
He was obviously a decorated player when he came in here, but that didn't work.
Yeah, but with Rise's productivity, it's not like this guy.
Exactly.
Not like
I
this
wanted
guy.
I wanted you to kind of give us an idea on how that one went.
Well, I mean, he was good with. He was a good teammate when he needed to be, but he went rogue too many times. That's the reason why him and Brunell didn't see eye to eye. I mean, Bad Moon. I mean, he would run his own routes sometimes.
Right. He was the Antonio Brown of that era.
That's hilarious.
Maybe. Wasn't he? He was like the Antonio Brown of that era, wasn't he?
Calvin Ridley, that
Yeah,
era.
yeah, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, he my boy. I love him $100,000 and all, but he would do it. And Brunell had a problem with
so
that.
AJ had 78 catches for 1,003 yards, 7 touchdowns last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Year before, definitely.
Year before, let's see.
It was the yards per catch. I'm just trying to remember some of the accolades.
Year
that he
before in
had.
24, he had 67 catches for 1,079, 16.1 yards per catch, 7 tuds.
Okay. All right. So the 11.
I just would add in, you know, when you look at our wide receiver room right now, which I think is pretty strong, again, could he help that room? Sure he could. But it's not like we're desperate in that area or we need a home run hitter.
I would agree with that.
A home run hitter. So, I mean, that would be part of my thinking. Okay, is the risk reward there for us to make the move or not?
This is also year 8 for him, by the way, fellas.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
he had the 2 big seasons in 22 and 23 when
I'm just going to go back.
He had 59 yards receiving, okay? But since then, he's tailed.
Well, I'm going to go back to the one other really, at least I think, kind of important thing is I think they don't mind the echo chamber for Brian Thomas Jr. to hear. Because this constant chatter.
Echo system.
Yeah, echo chamber. No, I'm talking about the echo chamber that is social media. Once something gets said, it gets said over and over.
So you
and
think
over.
it motivates Brian Thomas?
Yeah, so not your ego, but I understand.
Why didn't it motivate him last year in the second half of the season?
But this has been happening since then.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
And in the second half of the season, he was able to at least come through an injury and get back out there and play a little bit. I'm just saying, you never know what is.
Yeah, I agree with that. You never know what motivates a player.
Right. Let's just see how this plays.
All players are different. There's no doubt about it.
And using the echo chamber to help the ecosystem.
No doubt. And I'll just,
I blew my mind.
I keep thinking, can you guys think back now in terms of back into August right now when they struggled at a certain point and rightfully so, Coach Cohen had them come back out on defense and go through alignment and assignment and adjustment. And, they went right back to fundamentals. There was, things were not looking real good at times early on in the preseason and how they developed from that standpoint. And all I'm trying to get at is that when I think back at where they started and to where they are right now and how they assembled player acquisition, personalities across the board, it was pretty well done. So I got a lot of confidence in this group.
The other thing
once they got away from Brian Thomas Jr. and De'Ami Brown, the offense took off.
Well, yeah, and it wasn't
when Jacoby Meyer got it, the offense literally took off.
Definitely getting away from De'Ami, for sure.
Yeah, well, Brian Thomas Jr. too.
Yeah.
He became probably number 3 in the second half of the season.
Yeah, they definitely. I guess you're right because they were not afraid to insert Parker and basically.
Yeah, Parker was their number 1 last 4 or 5
games. But then when
games.
Travis Hunter went down, they had.
But I'm going to tell you guys, when I first met you guys in August, right now, the number 1 guy, if you had to say who is the best player on this football team, was Brian Thomas Jr.
Yes.
I mean, that's all. And I was kind of new to the scene here, but I'm going, holy flip! And so, I mean, it's amazing how things can change and change pretty quickly.
Yeah, and the other part of it is that Liam, and let's just at least carry this conversation over with one more segment with Coach Duff on this subject, because we got to get to the schedule too, but just the idea of igniting fires and still saying, even though there was success, let me find the stink. Let me do something about it. So let's pick that back up.
I'd much rather get an edge.
Coming up here in just a second on XL Primetime.
XL Primetime.
Driven by Duval Ford. The Drill.
Whatever this is, what is this? What is this?
Dan Hicken and Jeff Prosser.
Come on, man. This is entertainment.
Weekday mornings on 1010XL.
Exactly. You know it.
Hey, it's Travis from Cannons of Jacks. Thank you for trusting us for 55 years of custom welding fabrication and vehicle towing accessories. When you need a trailer hitch for the family car, a gooseneck for the company truck, or even RV towing options, call us at Cannons. We can do a bumper hitch, fifth wheel hitch, anything for safe, reliable towing. Come to Cannons of Jacks, where service is our number 1 priority and we treat our customers as we like to be treated. Check us out online, cannonsofjacks.com.
Yeah, I know how awful it is to get injured, but not like my friend Tom who got rear-ended last year. Tom McManus here. Morgan & Morgan can help you. They're the largest personal injury law firm in the nation. 1,000 lawyers, 100 offices across the nation, and over $30 billion recovered. And guess what? They don't get a single penny unless you do. A proven track record with backup. Hard to find these days, but not with Morgan & Morgan. For the people, that's right. Get injured due to someone's neglect, get paid. Dial Pound Law or check out forthepeople.com.
For the greenest, luscious lawn on the block, choose the local legends, Roundtree Sod. Don't just settle for ordinary. Let Roundtree Sod deliver you a picture-perfect lawn. To get a free estimate, call 7414-SOD. 7414-SOD.
Ready to join the team? The Jaguars and our stadium partners are hosting a job fair Wednesday, May 20th. We're looking for enthusiastic new faces to serve as ushers, ticket takers, concessionaires, security, and more. Stop by the Prime Osborne Convention Convention Center and apply on May 20th from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Professional dress, a pen, and a smile are all you need. There are 1,000 spots to be filled for the 2026 season, so join us and be a part of the Jaguars Game Day team.
This Sunday, in the first season of women's professional soccer in the River City, Sporting Jacks hosts its first ever playoff game. Sunday at 5 p.m. at Hodges Stadium, Sporting Jacks takes on Carolina Ascent in the Gainbridge Super League semifinal. And to kick off this historic night, $1 beers and $1 hot dogs during the first half. Come stand behind your local pro soccer club and help push Sporting Jacks to victory. Call 904-863-KICK or visit sportingjacks.com for tickets. Sporting Jacks, pro soccer, pro Jacks.
I'm Clayton Bromberg, the president of Underwoods. From now until May 28th, we're holding our big diamond sale, and now's the best time to buy a quality diamond of a carat or more. Here are a few reasons. First, there's severe upward pressure on rough diamonds, with 4 price increases already this year. Most of this has yet to hit the polished market, so they're diamonds for sale at the old prices. Next, our diamond cutters asked us to house their inventories of existing big diamonds so we could sell them here prior to them being offered to the jewelry trade in Las Vegas. This allows us the ability to sell from their vast stock at brokerage prices you have to see to believe. All of these diamonds are graded for cut, color, and clarity with independent laboratory grading reports. Now, along with this vast collection of big diamonds, we put all of our own meticulously selected loose diamonds and engagement-style rings on sale at prices from 3% to 25% off. We also take trade-ins, but remember, this sale ends May 28th at Underwood San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte Vedra.
Hey, Tony here from Tony D's New York Pizza. No time for lunch? I get it. Walk in, check out our lunch specials, and you're back out in minutes. Fast, hot, fresh, and ready to go. Tony D's New York Pizza. Quick, easy, and always fresh. Bay Meadows and $2.95.
Frank Ranger here with Coach Delaney from Coil Fencing. You've been building winning teams at Fletcher for years. How does that correlate with installing fences here in Northeast Florida?
Well, Frank, at Coil Fencing, we like to take the coach approach. Implement a game plan and execute it on the field. That's been our winning recipe for 99 years.
And you tackle more than fences, right?
Absolutely. We also service and install automatic gates, perfect for multifamily communities, your business, or residents.
The best defense is a good offense. Visit CoilJacks.com. That's COYLE Jacks.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Now, the Monahan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
All right, my golden moment is, you know what? I don't mind the Jaguars staff being mentioned among the elites. I want to see how they transition from being the hunter to the hunted. And I think this coaching staff, what they showed me from last year is that they can get the most out of players, and they hold players accountable for execution and high intensity. So I think the transition of being among the elites and the coaching staff as well as the team is going to help this team be stronger.
All right, my golden moment is there's a lot of positivity around this franchise in this offseason. What do you like to say, Leon, all the time? They can't smell themselves? They got to be careful. Don't smell themselves.
What's the new car smell?
Yeah. Yeah, I think they
don't smell your own farts.
They got to be careful not smell
They've
themselves.
been smelling themselves.
It's a lot of positivity this offseason.
They get used to it. You see, you've been in the funk so long. You're not used
that might
to
be
it.
part of it.
Yeah,
I'm willing to admit that might be part of it. But I'm also willing to admit that I've seen this over and over at all levels of sport. Like once you start once you get to that high level, it takes another gear to stay there.
Well, I hope like heck that they got a taste of it last year and a real good taste of it, and they want way more.
But you would agree with it. It takes another gear to stay there once you get to that level.
Oh, no question about it, because as Coach just talked about, Leon just said, they're going to be hunted right now. There's no surprises right now about Jacksonville. That the word is out and people are studying them like hell. So they're going to get everybody's best shot. You can book it. But I also believe that this team is, as I said, got a great taste of it. They're hungry for it, and they want a lot more.
Coach, listen, if you're a ball player, you want that.
Absolutely.
You absolutely want that. The one thing that taught me at Miami is that it feels good to be hated. It does. You enjoy it. I mean, it's almost it's like an addiction, because you know you're good. You know you put in the time.
Yeah.
You can't beat us. So go on about your way. This team, that's where this team needs to get to, because it happened when we eventually, after '96, 97, because we know we're good. We're
Right.
going to beat you, and you can't do nothing about it. 98, 99. I want them to get that feeling, once again.
They're the fear, they're the hunted.
How much do you like being attended? How much do you like attention? They've gotten that. How much do you like being respected? I think they're starting to understand what it takes to earn that. And so everything you're just saying is singing the right song. And again, I hope like crazy, like I said, they want way more. They want to be greedy to be great.
Yeah, and that classic line will come out a bunch this year. Oh, they're not going to surprise anybody. They're not going to sneak up on anybody. Well, guess what? Now you got to deal with them. They're not sneaking up on you.
That's exactly right.
They are here, and
That's
they
exactly right.
obviously want to prove that they can be here to stay. And so that's the other part I was going to ask you about. That the fact in this, many coaches may have done this over time, but the fact that he says, I don't give a rat about 13-4. I want to find out what winning covered up. I need to find out where the stink is. Winning is a good deodorant is basically what Liam said. And then that means he's not satisfied with 13-4, not satisfied with just making the postseason.
Oh, yeah.
So I would think he can sell that to a lot of his players.
I believe he already has, and I believe that they're selling it to one another and believe it and demanding of one another. Again, he's not getting intoxicated by 13-4. They're hungry for more, and as you said, they're trying to determine, what other things do we have to get better at so that we can continue to advance and get better and better.
That's the whole. That's the whole part of not smelling yourself. Is what.
Yeah.
Exactly. 100% correct.
You can't eat the rat poison because you're going to get the attention. You're getting the games. You're getting the fanfare. You got social media.
Oh yeah.
Don't start reading your own news clippings.
Yeah. Ignore the noise.
Yeah, the quiet noise. Yes.
Yeah. All right. So let's go real quick with the ukulele, if you don't mind, because this at least fits into the NFL conversation. Beautiful sounds of the ukulele. Let's go from the Atlantic to the Pacific. With a delicious Mexican lager. Found in Baja, imported by surfers. For those who live life, anchors up a delicious Pacifico with a taco. Make it hard or soft tonight on Taco Tuesday. I need, in order, the top 3 quarterbacks last year with the most offensive touchdowns to take the lead.
Oh, my goodness.
Most offensive touchdowns to take the lead.
So this is a classic Joe question right here.
3.
I'm guessing Trevor Lawrence is probably number 1.
Top 3.
And I'm going to say to take the lead.
Yeah.
I'll say Darnold.
Go ahead touchdown.
Go ahead touchdowns. Darnold and Stafford.
So
Lawrence,
this could
Darnold,
be any
Stafford.
time in the game.
Yeah.
This could be like a first quarter 7-0 touchdown.
Yeah, there you go. Most offensive touchdowns to take the lead in the 25
I know,
season.
bro. That's crazy. Josh Allen's got to be in there for sure.
It's so funny. This question covers a few different areas for me. It does. Like, I think I'm going to,
Jalen Hurts.
No.
No?
I just wouldn't put him in any.
To take the lead? No?
Maybe. I mean, it's such a niche question. I just feel like he didn't have too many touchdowns last
Baker
year.
Mayfield? That's what I'm going with.
All right. What other names did we hear?
I got Jalen Hurts, Baker Mayfield.
I said Trev, Darnold, and Stafford.
Coach, anything?
I was going to say the exact same things that Matt said.
Oh, wow. Jalen Hurts had 25 touchdowns last year.
So maybe they were all to take the lead, but they weren't. Okay, they weren't. The number 1 number to take the lead, at least according to this website, which I have verified, 19 touchdowns to take the lead.
Wow.
That is the number 1. Matthew Stafford had 14, and he's number 3. So Matt at least gets 1 there. Number 3. The guy at the top, as Matt correctly predicted, I was directing it.
It's such a you question. I knew it was Trevor Lawrence.
Well, it's only because it's useful right now. Okay, it's useful right now. Believe me, I've burned you so many times on you thinking that. But anyway,
you have definitely.
Trevor with 19 touchdowns to take the lead in the 2025 season. So that's pretty impressive for Trevor and for Liam. What he's drawing up and designing. Smack dab in the middle of Trevor and Matthew Stafford is Bo Flippin' Nix. 15 touchdowns.
Thank you.
I knew he would.
For what? That
I
stat
knew he
means
would.
that stat means nothing.
That doesn't surprise me.
to take
looking back
the
on that.
lead.
I don't think we've asked Coach about Bo Nix, actually. Have we?
I don't think we have, but I knew somewhere I could count to 3 before JJ dismissed that one. I knew it was coming.
Oh, like, what the heck?
I knew it was coming. All right, we're coming to the
Like, does it mean
conclusion.
the games? It means you play in a lot of close games.
Yeah, which they played in a ton of
Yes.
one-score games. I think they might have led the league in one-score wins.
All right, but you also have to score.
Yes, you do.
All right, whenever our mics are shut off, just know you people out there, JJ and Matt are going to continue to argue about this one.
XL Primetime, driven by big #1 Duval Ford, the #1 place to buy your next vehicle. Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios, polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay and Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Hey, Matt Hayes here, and wow, time flies by. Last year feels like 2024. 10 weeks ago feels like yesterday. That's how quick Reclaim by Awaken 180 is and feels. 10 weeks to do what took you 5 years, 10 years to pile up with that weight. 40 pounds gone in 10 weeks? That's what I did. That's what Awaken 180 Reclaim was built for. And I'm telling you, when that kind of weight comes off, life starts feeling different fast. Your clothes fit differently. You move differently. You carry yourself differently. Even walking into a room feels different when you're not thinking about your weight before anything else. That's why Reclaim by Awaken 180 makes so much sense to me. It gives you a simple 10-week plan with a real beginning, a real end, and a real finish line. Not someday, not I'll figure it out, 10 weeks, 12 weeks, 20 weeks from now. It's 10 weeks to finally go after it and achieve the best part, keeping it off with free support for life. I did it. Hacker, Amber, and Greg did it. Awaken 180 works. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Good people drink good beer. And great people drink Mokama, a refined craft brewery out of Fernandina Beach, Florida. Mokama Beer Company brings sophisticated flagship beers, including Cosmico IPA and Dune Garden Lager, to the greater Jacksonville area. Whether you're hitting the water with friends or enjoying a backyard barbecue, Mokama has the perfect pair for your summer activities. Look for us wherever great beers are sold and find your Mokama.
The next 30 seconds could save you hundreds on your car insurance. At The Hartford, we're passionate about your protection. If you're 50 or over, AARP Auto Insurance from The Hartford gives you benefits that really matter. And you could save $597 when you switch. How's that for a little peace of mind? Visit trusthartford.com today. The Hartford, your protection is our passion. The Hartford Insurance Group, Inc. pays royalty fees to AARP for the use of its intellectual property. AARP and its affiliates are not insurers. Savings vary.
Skilled trade jobs are booming, so begin your high-pay, high-demand career today through the Northeast Florida Builders Association. Their apprenticeship program provides paid training in some of the most highly sought-after skilled trades. Get paid while you train, full-time in carpentry, electrical, HVAC, or plumbing. Plus, earn a 10% raise every year. And the classes are 100% tuition-free. Apply before June 11th and start your new career at NEFBAapprenticeship.org.
In this age of globalization, we've learned that bigger isn't always better. Ever tried to get phone help from a big corporation? From a real person? Good luck. That is what's so nice about Mike Merritt's Heating and Air. Unlike publicly traded conglomerates with headquarters in faraway cities, Mike Merritt's Heating and Air remains family-owned and operated by Mike, your neighbor. Mike Merritt has delivered hometown service, integrity, and pricing for generations. The big guys incentivize their techs to sell you new equipment. Mike's team emphasizes repair first. We only sell you equipment if your current equipment is worn out and beyond repair. And let's be honest about price. Small operations without much overhead can sometimes lowball your job, but you can't trust just anyone with a truck. They may be here today and gone tomorrow. Mike Merritt has been keeping North Florida cool for more than 3 decades. That's experience and dedication you can count on. Call today or see us on the web.
Florida license number CAC 050384.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
Don't forget Both Sides of the Ball, our streaming show on our social channels along the 1010XL social platforms. Coach Duff and I will do Both Sides of the Ball. We'll have Coach Ingram back with us next week, and we will definitely have Both Sides of the Ball covered. But be watching and sending some questions our way, especially with the Jags. Fellas, we did our prediction yesterday, our prediction video that is also on the social channels. Your record prediction, Leon?
12-5.
I think you and I had the same.
We all three did.
Yeah. I thought you went one
you
more.
went 13
okay,
and
all
4.
12-5.
No, it's 12-5.
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh,
okay. Coach, what are you looking at?
Groupthink.
When you see it, we are.
I
if you watch the film, it wasn't.
Yeah. I hate to get in the prediction business. You know, to be honest with you.
When you saw the schedule, though, what did you think? What kind of pop for you?
You know, I probably was looking at around 11-6, maybe. I mean, this is a tough schedule, and as it appears today on paper. Now, we'll really know how tough it is about week 5 in the season when you start to see how these teams start off and start to go, and you really won't know until more than that. But they're going to come off early with a tough start with this weeks 2 through 6. When you look at Denver, New England, Cincinnati, a team that's I know vowing to bounce back.
Right.
Philadelphia, Houston, and London, wherever you play Philadelphia and Houston, those are going to be big contests. So, you know, they've got a challenge coming up. And then when you look at the later part of the season, week 13 through 16, Chicago, Pittsburgh, Houston, and Dallas again. I mean, they got challenges all the way through. But let me say this to you. When I looked at last year's schedule, and when I was coming aboard in August and saw what they had, I was, woo! I mean, this is a tough schedule, and they navigated it well. So, again, we can get too carried away with some of it at this time of the year. I just look for them to continue to stack up wins and go hard. We'll see.
The one thing I don't like about it more than anything else, Leon, is a week 7 bye. That's way early.
Yeah, it's kind of early. But coming off back-to-back London.
Yeah.
I understand it.
Right. Understand it.
Yeah.
But it's way early.
I kind of like, be honest, from a coaching standpoint,
like it?
I kind of, especially like we're talking about coming off the back-to-back London.
True.
And get them back and get them settled in again for the next stretch. I'm not sure that's not a really good timing as far as that's concerned.
Okay.
So we'll see.
I just figure there's a hell of a lot of ball games after that. That's for sure that you got to sort through. All right, Coach Duff, appreciate you as always. Both sides of the ball with Coach coming up on the social channels. Now, let's say hello to, Coach Duff was a linebackers coach for a long time, and this guy was a linebacker for a long time.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Tommy Mack joins us as we get ready for Helmets and Heels. You like that early buy? It makes sense, like both of the fellows said.
Yeah.
After back-to-back London games.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you got to get it reacclimated to the time and all that, you know, and playing on the road. So I think the theme is, look, we go on the road, we beat anybody. Fight in the street, fight outside, whatever. It doesn't matter. At your home, at our home, it's not going to matter. Because when we get to the playoffs, we're going to be battle tested. We're going to go on the road, and we're going to do some damage in there, Joe C.
I won 53 Tommies on that team.
Let me tell you something. I had a great time to J Fun. I won't get into it, but I had a nice conversation with Coach Campanelli.
Yeah.
Just like I could play for this man here, Duff. I'd love to. I'd love to play for this guy. Are you kidding me? He is a fireball. He's just excited about everything. It was great to see the contingent out at the J Fund for.
I heard
this
Helmets
weekend.
and Heels yesterday say the number that they raised out there.
Massive.
Yeah. So
Massive.
I'm sure you guys
That's
will get into
awesome.
that. That's just so impressive.
It's so impressive.
Yeah,
It's so cool. It was a great couple of days. And I tell you what, we are a giving community. We are a very, very giving community. It's a great place to be.
Yeah, in the name of TC, that's for sure. All right, thank you, Tommy. All right, so Helmets and Heels will be coming up next, and they've raised over $1 million.
It's unreal.
It's just, and what Tommy says is true. These people, first off, we say it all the time, Tom Coughlin is a great human being, a great coach, an even better human being for what he does on a regular basis. There ain't no doubt about that.
No question
How
about
about
it.
that?
Yeah, no, I mean, the guy you talk about a giver. He's a big-time giver.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a 2-second story. Well,
Yeah.
When I became the head coach at Holy Cross, I got a note from a guy from the Philadelphia Eagles, and congratulate me on this new position. It was Tom Coughlin. And we had coached against each other. He was at BC as a coordinator. I was at Holy Cross as a defensive coordinator. And yet he took the time out to give me a handwritten note to wish me well in this new position. I mean, the guy does a lot of things people don't recognize, but does all the right things. He's a great giver.
Yeah, that's class all the way. That is. That's awesome. All right, we are done. We had a good time. Both Sides of the Ball streaming show coming up in just a little bit. We'll be back tomorrow at high noon. You missed any of the show, we got plenty of good stuff that we tossed out today, so you can go back and log on. YouTube, just search XL Primetime, and you can re-watch anything that you missed. We appreciate it. As always, Big Sirs, Maddie, Joe C., and JJ, along with Coach Duff.
XL Primetime from the big number 1 Duval Ford studio.